Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I'm going to do a quick review of these two CIVIVI'S, then I'm going to show you this CIVIVI. We're going to give a couple of these away and it's going to go quick, and all of that is going to start right now. This is the CIVIVI Cetos. Oh yeah, would you look at that micarta? Check that out. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to support the channel. Just saying, I never say that anymore. I got to say it. So this has 14C28N. Oh, you ready? Yeah, there it is. You wanted to see that blade? 14C28M, baby. Recessed liners. Yeah, check that out. It's a frame lock. Oh, yeah. And, oh, it is, oh, so smooth. It has about 40% lockup, and typical with CIVIVI, it is centered, and look at this. Good jimping. CIVIVI does it right. That's how jimping should be done right there. The jimping goes all the way around. It grabs your finger. So, pow, right in the kisser. Comes snapping out like nobody's business. Check out the choil. Sharpening room for days. This bad boy is 8 inches overall. Blade length's 3.47 inches. Your weight is 3.9 inches, so it's under, just a hair under the 4-ounce mark. Your blade stock is 119 thousandths of an inch. Behind the edge, nice and small, 16 thousandths of an inch. I don't feel a big old humping, stomping ramp there, which is very, very nice. Here's a look at this micarta, a little bit of texture vision for you. Would you observe it? Just observe it. Now, I'm not going to do the normal cut test with this, or not test, but I'm not going to cut paper with it because we gave this knife and this knife away on the live stream. We call it the Hive stream every Friday night. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. We gave away, I don't know, 13, 14 knives last Friday, and we're going to give away a couple of these bad boys, but I digress. Check out the jimping on the top. I can't skip the jimp. And there are plenty of jimps given. Check this out. Ooh, yeah. Love that reverse flick. That reverse flick is so nice. This has great action. Now, it is not one that is drop shutty. It holds itself very well. There's a look at this side. Look at that stonewash. The stonewash looks so good. As my son would say, so good. It is not reversible, but it is a deep carry pocket clip. And look at that. It's inset. There's nothing there to grab a hold of the top of your pocket, so there's no issues in and out of the pocket. Look at that. Great looking spear point. And that Stonewash 14C28N looks so good. But there's 5 different versions of this, so you can pick your poison between your blade finish and your handle. The ergonomics on this thing they're just so good. It just melts in my hand. It is, it is so nice. You know the size of my hand, and look at this. The jimping goes out plenty far enough. I can put my thumb all the way out to here and it grabs so well. So if you're a frame lock lover and you want a knife that's under 4 ounces, oh man, it's sleek. This is kind of in between a workish type knife and a gentleman's type carry. It is very sturdy. I like it a lot. These run around 63 bucks. And this is a good one. Now this one, I'll admit it, I'm gonna say it right now. I like this one even better. This is the CIVIVI Teraxe. Oh yeah, would you look at it? Just observe it. Just eyeball it. Just Google, ogle. Just ogle it. I can't remember the name. Now this one does have a deep carry reversible pocket clip. It's not inset, it's sitting on top of the liners, but you don't have any screws to get in the way or no mushrooms growing in the shade. It is centered, and the lockup on this one is good. There's your lockup. Let's see, what was this one? This one's like pretty much right in the middle. And the access to the lock bar is so smooth and so comfortable. This is a nested frame lock, I think is what people would call it. And that I really enjoy when CIVIVI does this nested frame lock. And if you look right there, there's some subtle jimping on the inside. All of this is rounded off, nice and smooth. The ergos are so good on this thing. You can kind of choke up maybe if you're just doing a little light cutting a string or something like that, but I wouldn't call this a finger choil. But boy, you talk about a sharpening choil, they have nailed it. And the jimping is so good. It needs a couple more jimps to be to my standards, but the jimping goes out as pretty much as far. I mean, it would be great if they came out to right there where my fingernail is, but it is grabby, locks my hand into place. It is so comfortable. This one has Nitro V, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Black washed, has a nice tall grind. Now this one overall is 8.02 inches. Your blade length is 3.47 inches. Your weight's 4.9 ounces. So this one has a little bit of heft to it. It's 118 thousandths of an inch for your blade stock, and behind the edge is 16 thousandths, and then it gets a little thinner up to 15 thousandths right here towards the tip. You got to have a good tip, right? And there's a look at your tip. It is definitely pokey. And yeah, there's nothing I don't think that I don't like about this knife. I love the color scheme. That maroonish, that dark red. I mean, that's kind of Beez Blades colors right there. That stonewash looks so nice. I hope to get one of these myself. At least I'm very happy that I got to check it out. And look at that sharpened edge. Ooh, mama. I would love to do some slicing. This fits the hand so well. I just can't talk good enough about this knife. Civivi has been nailing it. The action on this one, here's a look. A couple of shakes. Now, if I start it and then just give it just a slight start, it shuts. This one is looser. I don't know if that's good. No, this one's looser, so it's more, at the moment, this one's a little more fidgety than the Cetos. The Cetos is a little more slender, if you like that slender. Now, next to each other, let me put a penguin in the middle just to give you an idea. This is what they look like compared to the QSP penguin. You know I had to show a penguin. They're definitely bigger. This has the more slender, elongated blade, and this one's gonna be a little more slicey, a little taller. And as always, I will have links in the description and in the comment section that will take you to these knives if you want to go check them out or look at some of the specs or any of that business. Now, are you ready for this? Check it out. Do you know what it is? Have you ever seen it before? And look at that. This is a Bob Terzola, Terzola. Now these are in Amazon's top seller list. It comes with this nice leather case or leather sheath. And do you know what it is yet? Have you seen them? Tell me, have you seen them? Now look at this. Did I just do that? I think I did. So look, you loosen this, pull these out, and you can tighten it back if you want. And these are the Civivi Tac-N-Tweeze. And look at the tips. Would you just look at them? This is something that's excellent to keep in the toolbox or on the workbench or in your car, your truck, or in your go bag or in your EDC pouch. It takes up no room whatsoever. Open, it's 4.77 inches. When it's closed, it's only 3 inches long, and it's 0.31 inches thick. It is not that thick. It's not even an ounce. It's 0.85 ounces. But the thing about these tweezers, and I saw Terzola talking about these, with a lot of tweezers, when you squish them down, the tips start going like this and kind of let go of what you're grabbing a hold of. Well, these, if you get a splinter, you can see they come down like this, and they're not going to bend out, and they are very grabby. See how it grabs my skin? They come down to a fine, fine point. They're black stone washed, and they do have so I guess you would call that jimping. It is, the traction on them is great. It does help you not slip back and forth. It fits in my hand very well. So if you're working and you get a big old splinter, these are going to be really good. Or if you're doing something very fine work and you have something very fine or tiny that you're trying to pick out of something, these are pretty darn cool. These are definitely going in my EDC pouch. So I'm excited about these. We're going to give 2 of these away in a week and a half after the posting of this video. Friday night from 8:15 to 11:15 is Beez Blades live at the Hive. Come and hang out with it at the live stream. We have so much fun. Everybody is welcome. We talk about knives and everything else. We always do a pizza check every Friday night for people to do a pizza night. And I wondered what that noise was, what I just knocked over. I knocked over 200 grams. That's for when I calibrate the weight before I check the weight of my knives. But these Tac-N-Tweeze by CIVIVI'S, these run around 26 or so bucks. I think they're 26.50 or something of that nature. I will have links to everything you've seen in the video. I hope you enjoyed checking these out. I have never held a pair before that I can remember. I could have, but I don't remember. I'm just saying, that's a good problem to have. So I hope you enjoyed checking these out. Go check out this video. I think you're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you again in the live streams or at the Hive stream on Friday night, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.